Hello everyone, back again after that little video glitch. I apologize. So I'm actually going to start a second video here to give you an idea of what's actually going on the east side of the building. Okay, so as you can see the greenhouse in the background there to give you a perspective. Okay, and here we come around the back of the building. So if you look to the far left there by the dumpster, that's the actual cafeteria kitchen. The red block with the 8 windows, 4 windows on the top, 4 windows on the bottom. I believe on the top is that second floor classroom, either Mr. Riley or Mr. Myers' classroom. Below that, the 4 windows on the first floor, that is the new technology room. Okay, there's the 2 partitions separating those 2. That's an outdoor, if you can see it, it's an outdoor exit for the students and you guys to be able to exit the back of the building here, right? Give you a little better idea of what's going on over here. Okay. So this gray brick building, this is actually the new music chorus room. All right. So, I believe on the top of that is a, I believe the solar panels may be going on the top of that building. I know it will have a grass roof, which is part of our LEED certification. Right, we'll be the only school. I want to say at least on Long Island. I thought I heard in New York State it's going to try to achieve the gold or the platinum status for the LEED certification. Okay, this is the back of the music chorus building. Up top, that new addition there closest to us, I believe, is the 2 new science rooms up on the top. All right, and then as you come down the gray building with the 4 new windows, I want to say that it could be the new special education classrooms, as well as the athletic offices, guidance offices, that whole guidance suite over there. Okay, so give you a better idea what's going on. Here's the old baseball field. All right, in the playground, and then you got that actual construction road. Okay, so I don't have a way to put this video down, my iPad down right now, so I'm just going to keep talking for a minute. I hope everyone's having a good start to your summer. It certainly was a nice refresher to have the graduation ceremonies end on a really nice note. Just made it with the rain on that graduation ceremony for the seniors, so everything ended on a beautiful note. We got a couple of things going on this summer. We've got the new reopening task force committee for how we're going to open the schools in September. There's approximately a little more than 15 people who have volunteered to be on that committee, and that's going to kick off shortly. However, at the moment, we don't really have any guidance from the governor. We're hearing lots of chatter that could possibly happen, although we do have some information now from the state of Connecticut, as well as from New Jersey, as to what could happen. I'm just going to turn this video around if I can here for a second. All right, so never as easy. Anyway, so that committee will kick off shortly, and we'll try to brainstorm as to what September might look like. I did see this morning, I saw a very moving video. It was with the Compsawag School District, right around the Port Jefferson area. I think today or yesterday was their first day for their extended school year program for the students with special needs. It was a nice video to see a young student waiting on the driveway to be picked up by the bus. First time in over 3.5 months, the students actually had a chance to get on the bus and go to school. What I did observe that was pretty interesting was how the bus driver and the monitor allowed the student to actually get on the bus first without, and then they took the student's temperature with a handheld device. I think that's going to be a discussion as to whether that's actually going to be required, temperature checking, and whether students' temperatures should be checked before they even get on the bus. So, just little interesting things you can note when you see other districts try to interpret and try to follow a protocol that they think is appropriate. And I'm not saying at all that what Comstock did was not inappropriate, but I just think we're all trying to interpret what we think are going to be the governor's orders come probably mid-July, maybe 3 weeks into July we'll get some guidance. All right, so we'll keep you posted on that. A lot of different questions being asked, and how things are going to look in terms of how students might be in the elementary, how they might be in the secondary. What is the cafeteria going to look like? Are students going to be allowed to actually go into a cafeteria, or are we going to bring meals to the students? What is phys ed going to look like? Right now we're even brainstorming if we don't have a gymnasium, we might have to install a pretty big tent over the tennis courts. See if we can make phys ed classes work that way, outdoors, under a tent. And what's the protocol? Have students going to have to wear masks, not have to wear masks? How much distance are they going to have to keep from one another? And also we're concerned about especially about the staff. How are each of you going to be safe and healthy with these guidelines? So we've retained a new health and safety consultant. We're not going to be using BOCES as we have in the last few years. We're going to be using a gentleman by the name of Brian Graham, who works for the Islip School District. I believe he's a very knowledgeable person on a lot of the health and safety protocols, and we'll be utilizing his expertise to guide us along the process. Okay, so I don't want to keep you any longer. Hopefully this video gave you a little insight as to what the construction project is looking like. Every 2 weeks we have construction meetings. We're getting some indication that some of these classrooms might be ready by September 10th, but certainly not getting any indication that the entire new library, the room above it in the old building, or all of the new project is going to be ready should students be allowed to come back in September. But we will keep you posted as we learn more information. Okay, take care and enjoy the rest of July.